but for today feels like 100 to 115 across much of the east. A high level 4 extreme heat risks as we go into Friday in the mid-Atlantic back to the Ohio Valley. This is when the heat peaks into Thursday and Friday.
Forecasters say parts of the eastern half of the country are experiencing temperatures on par with the Amazon rainforest this week. A snapshot of the nation's employment picture coming out this morning. The Labor Department getting a head start on the 4th of July weekend by releasing last month's jobs numbers. Here's ABC's Dave Packer.
May saw an unexpectedly strong gain of 172,000 jobs. But this morning's number could show a deceleration with the forecast that U.S. employers added roughly 100,000 to 115,000 non-farm payroll jobs in June. These are numbers analysts say would show a labor market roughly in balance between workers and employers. Employers seem reluctant to hire or fire people right now, and that trend might clear the way for the Fed to possibly increase interest rates later this year. Dave Packer, ABC News.
A major attack in Ukraine's capital overnight. Moscow launching missiles and drones toward Kyiv. At least 17 people were killed in the blasts, more than 100 hurt. A rare excommunication by the Vatican. A breakaway traditionalist ultra-conservative sect of Catholics defying Pope Leo by consecrating 4 bishops without consent on Wednesday. The Pope responding by declaring a schism or intentional rupture in the church and excommunicating them. And at the World Cup, a win for the men's national team as they advance to the round of 16 for the first time in 24 years. You're listening to ABC News.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-979-3535. That's 800-979-3535. 800-979.
News this hour brought to you by Frederick Sales and Service in Brandon and Skag zero-turn mowers and products. Simply the best.
A third person arrested in the targeted attack. Sunny and 95 this afternoon. You can expect the real feel heat index to be at 106. Tonight, the low is 75, and it's mostly clear. Another 95-degree day Friday. For Independence Day and evening, you can expect a 20% chance for showers and storms with a high at 95. With news on 103.9 WIAB, I'm Chris Davis. A third person is locked up and charged in the Saturday night killings of sisters 25-year-old Kiana and 30-year-old Erica Weathersby and 2-year-old Kamari Givens. Jackson police announced the arrest of 25-year-old Michaela Young Wednesday. She has already faced a judge and been denied bail. Young, like Cornelius and Jordan Carter, is charged with capital murder, but police have not discussed much publicly about the case. The man who was killed during morning rush hour traffic in a hit and run on I-220 Tuesday morning has been ID'd as 28-year-old Quintaris Taylor from Canton, according to Hinds County Coroner Jeremiah Howard. A man driving a white van who refused to stop for Gulfport police first and then refused to stop for Biloxi police Wednesday morning ended up shot by a Biloxi officer when he pulled a gun and started shooting at the cops, says the Mississippi Department of Public Safety. The person had serious injuries and the MBI is looking into the shooting. West Nile virus is back and a person has been infected. The first one this year in the state, says the State Department of Health. That was on the coast in Hancock County. The advice from the health department is get rid of standing water because that's where mosquitoes hang out, and use repellent if you're outside in the evening. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WIAB. I'm Chris Davis.
I've always believed that being your jeweler means being there for you with the highest quality jewelry repair and custom design services in the state. I'm John Ravenstein.
I'm Corey Ravenstein. That's why here at Jenniker Jewelry Company, you'll find the largest team of fine jewelry professionals and artisans in Mississippi.
Only here at Jenniker's will you find 4 master goldsmiths. We do everything in-house. Your jewelry never leaves our shop.
We even have jewelry designers on staff to help you create that one-of-a-kind piece you've always dreamed of.
Juniker's master craftsmen set the stones, work the metals, and polish everything to perfection.
There is almost nothing we can't create or fix like new again.
For Mississippi's finest jewelry repair and true old-world craftsmanship, come see us at Juniker Jewelry Company.
Our trusted jewelry professionals are here for you.
Juniker Jewelry Company, Mississippi's direct diamond importer. 1485 Highland Colony Parkway, just south of 463 in Madison, and junikerjewelry.com.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Chip away, jump away at the story. Chip away, that's what I wanna do. Sweet little mama, I wanna get next to you.
And good morning, everybody in Mississippi. And here in Dixieland, I take my stand to live and die in America. America, people. How y'all doing? America 250 on this. I guess this is July 2nd. That would be the day after the 1st, y'all. 2 days away from the 4th of July. Born on the 4th of July. Yes, sir. And we got it all going on here. Good morning, Jeff Thomas, J.C. Dunn, Lloyd Travis, Jenny Halford's up a little early, Will Brown, and, of course, good morning to all of you. It's good to be here. It's good to be a part of America 250, where I was looking around in the building today. Good morning, Lloyd Travis, where they brought me a Samuel Adams outfit. Yes, I have. I've got some 1776 militia hats and Sam Adams outfits. So I guess I'll be dressing up as Sam Adams on the 4th of July. So you can come out and have a Sam Adams special. Also, remember, and we had people show up last night for them, and we're on pace to keep it up. Trump martinis. Yes, we have some Trump vodka that has come in special degree. And this with that Trump vodka all weekend long at Beethoven's Boardwalk, we'll be making Trump martinis, Trump Bloody Marys. Yes, Trump Bloody Marys made with the blood of Democrats. You come out and drink one. Yeah, how about that? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's going to be a great weekend. Great 4th of July weekend here in America. Good morning, Andy Devine. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Remember, coming your way Friday night, Dr. Czar's Amazing Funk Monsters. Coming your way Saturday, for the 4th. We have Keys versus Strings in the afternoon. And then that night, Emergency 9. Oh, yeah. We'll be rocking. Sunday, we got Sound Check the Band. Also, we got mixed in there all weekend. Chris Davis, our news director here and host of the Blues and Arts Hour here on WYAB. He'll be there. He'll be, I think he's playing Sunday during the barbecue. Make a drink called Liberty Tears. I can do that. Liberal Tears. Yeah, we could do that. Andy Devine. Also playing this weekend, Ralph Miller and the one, the only, the Mike Mott, which Mike Mott is there tonight with his brand of karaoke. Yeah, so y'all come out and check that out. The Cultural Shock Entertainment Report podcast. Yes. Y'all, happy Blessed Friday, y'all. Bethany Williams Sharif. Ricky Great, good morning. I saw Mary Hawkins at Grip and Grin yesterday. Grip and Grin. Of course, I had to bounce out of there early. I wish I didn't have to yesterday because I had some people speaking that I would like to hang out with. for a moment and ask a question or two, But anyway, good morning, everybody. And Jeff Thomas, social drunk drink. What's that? I don't know what that is. Y'all just come up with some of the craziest stuff. But anyway, America won last night on the July the 1st, playing a little soccer. Some people in the world call it football. We don't call it football in America. In America, we play football with a foot. Well, not really. We play it by passing the ball down the field and running around. Well, America 250. America 250. I have had many people tell me, Chip, America 250 ain't no big deal. And Chip, why did you shoot the fireworks prior to the 4th of July? Why the balloon glow a week before the 4th of July? They said they've been doing it for years. But, I think most of us remember most of it is a 4th of July celebration. They are doing the big gospel singing Canton for the 4th of July. Okay. That's something that had gone away and it's coming back. And it's put on by some Democrats. So, as you think that all Democrats are bad, those that are Christian are not bad. Those that are Christian are not bad. They're just misguided politically. And that's the great thing about America. We can all stay in our lane, support our lane. If you want to be a true American and be a Republican and a conservative, that's a good thing. Now, we have some people who say they're Republicans and they're not conservative at all, right? That's just what it is. And then you have some Democrats that are supposed to be godless people, and of course they go out and pray. What will they ever do? Then, of course, you have the Democrats who are socialists, who are the ones that are taking over the world. Meanwhile, there are Democrats that are showing that dividing line, say, hey, we're not with Madami and that socialism stuff. We finally see the light of what is going on in the world. We see what's going on. We have seen the Benny Thompson district where everybody lives off the government. And you go, well, those are gifts. No, the government, is put you in a situation, and when they talking about raising the minimum wage to $25 nationwide, y'all think about that for just a moment. Does that put more mom and pop businesses out of business? It does seem like the mom and pop business is being attacked, and if minimum wage is right now just under $8, right? Okay, so y'all follow this logic, If you're making under $8 and you raise it to $25, well, 3 to mate's 24. So you're raising it up 33 1/3% plus. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to raise it up, and then you're going to put us in a situation to where the small business owner who isn't making any money to begin with, he's working and struggling to get there. So you're going to put him out of business where what? The people like Walmart can control everything. The big box stores can control the world. The Amazons can control the world. And then these data centers, y'all, that we're building right now and everything going on with them, y'all, they will be obsolete within a decade. Yeah, why? Why is that? Because all these Amazons and everybody is working to try to get up in the sky, a safe place. A place where they won't need all the water to cool the plants. A place where they won't need all the power because they can get the power from the sun because they're smarter than most people, and will figure out how to do that. And there'll be all the AI centers that are down here on the earth, which are in situations where there'll be people here, and you can put it in space, and some person cannot come by and mess it all up. So all of a sudden, all the data, as they get it, we started out with we started out with a big phone, okay? And then that phone shrunk and shrunk and shrunk and shrunk. And then they take that phone and they put it with the computer, and it shrunk and shrunk and shrunk. And so now you've got a computer in your hand that is stronger than what they use to go out into outer space. And you can do everything on your phone. You can ask it everything. It can be your date. You can sit there and talk to it all day long. You know, a lot of phones, especially when the battery dead, that's when you can really start liking your date then, right? Because it'll shut up. But anyway, good morning, Joanna. I'm glad to see that you remember who I am now. Chippy. Yeah. And I'd like to thank everybody I met last night who out of Beethoven's that came out for the Beethoven Sessions, the thing that we put on that has nothing but local songwriters coming in, and they sit and tell the stories of the songs they wrote, and then they play the songs. Yeah, and there's some people up there that are making a living off of their own music. So that's what you want to see. And they're writing great stuff, and you're hearing all the great stories behind everything. So y'all come out and check that out. But America will be 250 years old in 2 days. It's one of the greatest places in the world to live. It has a special kind of freedom that we allowed that has been bastardized by the Democratic Party and those anarchists. And it is secure. Our border is secure, except inside our borders. We're secure to keep more people out right now, but during the Biden experience, more people got in. And when you go, well, we're safe, we're on heightened alert, we can watch for everything. And then two people get up on the Empire State Building and propose to each other. You know, they proposed to each other on top of the Empire State Building through a security breach. They just went right up there and got on the roof and did it. Y'all, we're not safe anywhere in America. We can get wherever we want and do whatever we want, wherever we are. And people from other countries can get in here and do whatever they want to us. And so our lawmakers need to tighten up. Our lawmakers need to make it a safer place. Our lawmakers need to pass laws that are to secure the borders and secure the democratic process of the republic that we live in. Is that correct? Did I say that all right? But I mean, we're supposed to be America, 250, America, 4th of July, America, a place where you can live and breathe and enjoy a hot dog. Mm-hmm. And we'll have all that, even hot dogs out at Beethoven's on the Reservoir this weekend. See how I'm doing that? That's sort of like clay. I'm spinning everything back into the place. But anyway, no, just kidding. Good morning, Vince Warren. Anyway, if you got something on your mind you want to talk about, America 250, why you like being an American? You like being an American? Do you like it? Or are you like one of these people that think that everything needs to change? We need to be like Russia. Then every morning we can worry if somebody's going to bomb us. Every morning we can worry about it. The only people you have to worry about killing you here in America is more Americans, especially if you're in the Jackson, Mississippi area. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show, especially on if you're in the Jackson, Mississippi area. WYAB. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show.
1039 WYAB.
Gather your friends and join the party. It's a holiday weekend, 4th of July, America 250 this weekend at Beethoven's on the Reservoir. Also, Acme Pizza. So come on out Friday night for Dr. Czar, Amazing Funk Monster. Coming your way Saturday night, it's Keys versus Strings. Also, a late night appearance from Emergency 9. Mike Mott will be doing karaoke inside, so check that out. Sunday, don't you miss the 4th of July Barbecue Buffet Bash, which it'll be barbecue. And it'll also have catfish on it. So come on out and enjoy the barbecue and Chris Davis playing music. On the deck Sunday, don't you dare miss Sound Check the Band. And coming up in July, Snaz, Misfit Youth, Larry Brewer, Crow. The party happens one place. It's Beethoven's Boardwalk Acme Pizza on the Reservoir, 135 Madison Landing Circle, Ridgeland, Mississippi. Come see us.
At Flora Animal Hospital, our team doesn't just take care of your pet's needs. We feel like it starts with the pet parents. If the pet parent is informed thoroughly and understands the situation with the animal and why certain things need to be done or certain medications need to be given, it's easier to get that done. Our website is floraanimalhospital.com. It'll take you straight to the online store where your medicine can be purchased, food can be purchased, prescription or non-prescription, and they will be shipped straight to your front door. floraanimalhospital.com.
When leaks, clogs, or cold showers slow you down, call on Anglin Plumbing, the plumbing experts who get the job done right the first time. Leaky faucet, sink, or toilet? Need a water heater installed? Call on Anglin Plumbing. You can always trust Anglin's reliable and hardworking technicians. Don't let plumbing headaches ruin your day. Call on Anglin Plumbing Service to get it fixed. And you can be a part of the team. Anglin Plumbing is now hiring. Learn more about Anglin Plumbing at anglinplumbing.com.
The best investment on earth is earth. This is real estate agent Shane Saxton. As I like to say, the government can print more money, but they can't print more land. In the past 2 years, I've sold over $100 million in real estate. Call me today to get your land and home sold, because Saxton Sales isn't just a slogan. It's backed up by hundreds of satisfied clients just like you.
Find one of Mississippi's top real estate agent, Shane Saxton, on Facebook, or call Shane at 601-540-5040. Hopper Property, 601-724-1435.
Hello, friends and neighbors. This is David Frederick. I'm here to tell you about the latest development here at Frederick Sales and Service in Brandon. In an effort to always bring you the very best brands, I am proud to announce that Frederick Sales and Service is Central Mississippi's newest dealer for Skag zero-turn mowers and products. We have deals on one of the industry's best brands of zero-turn mowers, Skag. You can buy now and pay later because 0% financing is also available at Frederick's. Come see our inventory. We're here serving you for over 3 decades in Brandon since 1993.
Ken here with Rapid Oil Change, your fast service and fleet maintenance headquarters for over 40 years. With parts in stock to fit most makes and models, we can perform routine maintenance in a matter of minutes, keeping downtime to a minimum. With brands like Castrol, Mobile One, Lucas, and Rain-X, it's easy to see why Rapid Oil Change has been the go-to for fast service with a smile for over 40 years. Don't forget our 24/7 touchless car wash. We accept most national and local fleets. We're Mississippi's leader for fast service with a smile. Visit one of our 6 locations today, oilchangems.com.
This ad is for all the guys who work hard and they expect their truck to do the same. At RPT Commercial, we have the accessories to help you on the job site. From names like Bedrock Flatbeds, WeatherGuard Toolboxes, Nap-High Service Bodies, ARE Camper Tops, Deck Storage Solutions, and so much more. Stop by our new store on Highway 80 in Pearl and check with our expert staff and see what they can do to make the job just a little bit easier on you. At RPT Commercial, trucks live here.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here's your...
It is the Chip Matthews Show all over WYAB Firewoman. Yes, how you doing? Yes, 6:24 in the morning on a hot. It's only supposed to be 100 and something in the heat index as we get into the summertime motif here in Mississippi. And everybody's like, oh, it's hard. It's very hard. And then you got people in France that go, we don't believe in air conditioning. No air conditioning. We don't believe in it. Die then, because that's what'll happen, you know. We're scared we'll be like French fries. No, you will be like French fries if you don't cut an air conditioner on. But anyway, y'all, it is America 250. It's a celebration that only comes around, what? Every 250 years. That's right. Right here in America. And it is amazing to me. It is just amazing to me that the many innovations of America and why we're here is crazy. Why would other countries bother trying to bomb us when we're doing an excellent job of tearing down our country from within? Thank you, Lloyd Travis. I mean, leave it to America to invent a way to kill America. That's exactly right. I mean, look at it that way. America is land of the free, home of the brave, right? And the rebels. Because the original Continental Army was rebels. They were considered rebels against the redcoats. Yeah, red, white, and blue. Anyway, we won't go there. We won't remind you that you had to be a rebel in order to be an American. And then later on, when the South got crazy, they were saying, "We're crazy. Y'all rebels. Look, y'all fix to take off with all our money and all our smart people." I'm sure the air conditioners was not invented by somebody in New York City, because there's still some buildings up there in New York City that don't have air conditioning. It never gets hot enough. It gets a little bit hot, Bob, but you don't need no air. Thank God for America and air conditioning. That's one thing that it seems like Democrats and everybody around should be able to rally around the big air conditioner and say, "Oh, thank you, America, for inventing the air conditioner." But the innovations of many, many, many things that occurred in America over the last 250 years that without America would have never happened, because in other countries they would have said, no, messing with the weather. This would be Democrats. If Democrats were part of some of these people that want to tear down the world, air conditioning, bad. That you're fighting global warming. You're fighting God's will. God made us smart enough to build an air conditioner. That means turn it on and use it, just like electricity, just like nuclear power, just like everything out there. God gave us the ability to do these things and to improve ourselves and improve our life and improve our situation. It's sort of like, you're sitting there and you're going, you got to live. Well, you're going to need some weapons to kill an animal where you can find you something to eat. Oh, okay. Because, if we were still eating on grass and plants and stuff like that, which some people of it in America does, we even got mayors around here that are vegans. But anyway, if you look at that, you go, that's why Americans are living to be an older age, this, that, and the other. I mean, I was watching a thing on George Washington yesterday. George Washington only lived to be like 64. He was his second term in office. He was like in 61, 62. And then he was out of here by 64. By the time he was 64, that means I'm 64. I could be checking out soon. Maybe not. Unfortunately, maybe not for many of you. Good morning, Bill Henson. But I mean, as we look around in America and think of all the accomplishments we made and all the things we've done, we've been to the moon. We planted a flag there. It says America on it. So that means that if you are an alien and we don't have the Space Force in place, you people in other countries could slide out of the country and go to the moon and have your baby, and then your baby would be an American. Might be a Moonie, but it'd be an American. The Moonies. I don't mean Mr. Mooney off of I Love Lucy. Good morning, Micah Goba. Good to see you yesterday. What do we do here in America to go forward? And then you look at mayor. Last night you got all these press conferences, all these places to speak live, all these places to where you can take questions, and you don't want to take the questions about the murders and everything going on in Jackson. You want to make a statement. And that's what the mayor of Jackson did yesterday. He gets on there without a tie on. I guess he's in one of the buildings in that downtown that has old air conditioning. But he's sitting there and he takes his tie off, and he's on a a recorded release, probably on actual videotape, probably some old JVC camera that they have down there at the city of Jackson, because they hadn't updated the digital yet, because the digital cameras that they got all over the town that they pay for and pay cell service on to stop crime, though, the hell, they don't work. And if they did work, we don't have anybody hired to watch them. But anyway, he gets online on his camera. He gets up there and releases the video to with the VHS tape to all the TV stations, I'm sure. And it says, y'all, in Jackson, Mississippi, we got a problem. People are killing each other. We got a crime problem in the streets. Can you imagine that? You know, doesn't get up there and get on TV with his girlfriend, police chief, who's up there saying, oh, we got this under control, y'all. The people just keep killing people, blah, 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 blah. I'm here. I got a study going on. I'm getting paid. We need more officers on the streets. Need to budget more money to make that happen. Well, and every time we budget more money, I probably need more in my paycheck. Yeah, it's a money grab. And why we hired this police chief and keep getting rid of policemen that were part of Jackson, I don't know. It's like the rank and file; they want them gone. You want to start over, erase everything you got. Well, as firemen, as policemen leave, they just go to work in some of the cities where they are allowed to police, in the Madison area, Ridgeland area, Madison County, Hinds County Sheriff Department. Some of them go to work there. But yeah, we've got to secure Jackson. And this weekend, as it's hot, and it's like I tell everybody, when it's hot, they shoot more people. They shoot them during the week. They don't just wait for the weekend. And this will be a long weekend. It'll probably be Death Weekend 2026 during America 250. We'll probably get, 8 murders this weekend? 10? Over and under? But whatever. I wonder if you can go on the predictive market and bet on that. But anyway, y'all be careful out there this weekend. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show. Predictive market and bet on that. But anyway, y'all be careful out there this weekend. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
In the heart of rural America, we know the value of an honest day's work. While the big corporate brands focus on their stock prices, Outlaw Light is focused on you. We're an independent American brand built on resilience. We don't preach or teach, we just brew. That means a high-quality, 105-calorie light beer at a price that respects your hard-earned dollar. For the patriots, the dreamers, and the doers, America deserves a new light beer. Grab an Outlaw. It's darn good beer.
Dr. Mike Stonington here from Stonington Farm Grass-Fed Beef. Here in South Mississippi on Stonington Farm, our steers are grass-fed and grass-finished. No grain, no hormones, no antibiotics, no mRNA vaccines. Our grass-fed and grass-finished beef is straight from our farm to your table. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and at StoningtonFarm.com. That's StoningtonFarm.com with 2 N's. And we deliver every 4 weeks to the Jackson area. We are the grass-fed difference.
Friday mornings at 9 is a great time to chill with us here at 103.9 WYAB. It's the Blues and Arts Hour, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Mississippi, Small Town Music, and Fusion Coffee House. I'm Chris Davis, your host. You'll hear from people who play, write, and live music, from Mississippi artists and creators, and you'll also get to sample some of their work. And it's every Friday morning at 9 on 103.9 WYAB.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. It's a heat dome that's covering most of the eastern half of the United States, and the temperatures are being turned up many places, hitting triple digits today. And then you have to deal with the humidity. Clint Osborne heads Washington, D.C.'s Homeland Security and Emergency Management Agency.
It puts a lot of pressure on the body to respond. So we have folks that are out working or out exercising or just out recreating. And if they don't take care of themselves, if they don't prepare, if they don't stay hydrated, if they don't take breaks, it gets that's really hard on the body over time.
The death toll in Ukraine's capital rising to 18 people after an overnight attack by Russia in retaliation for Ukrainian strikes on oil facilities. The third time was not the charm for NASA's mission to try to save a space observatory that's in danger of slipping into the Earth's atmosphere and burning up. After 2 scrubs due to the weather, today's launch was stopped again by a mechanical issue. No word yet on when they could try again. This is ABC News.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Hot weather requires us to run the AC nonstop. Pure Air Consultants can inspect your unit today to ensure your AC is operating at peak performance. Pure Air Consultants is your go-to Rheem partner that can get the job done and have you resting in comfort in no time. Locally owned and operated, they have proudly served our community for over 22 years. Contact Pure Air Consultants today at mypureairconsultants.com. Rheem and Pure Air Consultants to the rescue.
From a cabin on a creek to a field where the big bucks sneak. Oh, yeah! Tom Smith Land and Homes. Find your place where your roots can grow. From hunting ground to your front door key, call the landman of Mississippi. Tom Smith Land and Homes. Yeah, the landman's who you need. Brought to you by Tom and Ellen Smith. Tom Smith Land and Homes. That's it.
Yazoo Valley Electric Power Association wants you to stay away from downed power lines. Downed power lines carry the risk of deadly electric shock, even if the broken wire is not sparking. If a wire is crossing a road or driveway, avoid the area and keep others away. If you see a downed power line, back away and call your utility company or 911. When you call, be prepared to provide the specific address or location of the downed power line so a repair crew can get there as quickly as possible. This safety message brought to you by Yazoo Valley Electric Power Association.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Chip Matthews Show heard all around the world and even in your neighborhood, believe it or not, right here on WYAB. It's wonderful, wonderful, all over the Facebooks, all over the internets and this, that, and the other. And I got a guy I'm working with. I'm trying to figure out what kind of capacitor I need for my, you need to pick up a capacitor for your fans. I took a picture of the thing. They said, oh, you need to just pull the old capacitor out and look at it. Well, what is the capacitor? Which one is it? But anyway, we'll work on that when I go on break, when I get off. But anyway, it's going to be another great weekend on the reservoir. Get out and enjoy it. Get out to a state park. All the state parks have events going on for the 4th of July for America 250. Now, this only city I know that the actual city is celebrating, and I'm working on getting a complete list of everybody, but City of Madison has something going on at Strawberry Park. Y'all come check that out. Mary is on it and doing an all-American thing. But you know, and I think the watermelon run, it won't be this weekend, I'm sure. Oh no, that would be racist, right? I don't know. You know, it's so controversial. You got to tiptoe around everybody. You know, it's like fireworks were last week, and everybody said, "Chip, why is that?" Because it ain't on the 4th of July. It's close to the America. It's close, and it's moving it between the safe place to go between the two holidays, between Juneteenth and the 4th of July, because you've got some people in America that want to celebrate freedom as June 19th because that's when everybody was free. But no, everybody was always free. That's why that when you put the law in place about the 4th of July and you apply the law through legal means, you're all free. And even the Supreme Court came out and said, hell, even your baby, if your baby finds a way to get into the country and first time they put their breath of air down, they breathe some American air, they're Americans. Doesn't make you an American, but it makes your baby an American. Something ain't right about that. So if you break the law to get here, your baby is an American. Now, to be totally honest and all that, I've always heard all my life that if you were born in America, you are an American, and then you were a dual citizen of your parents' country until you were 18, and then you had to declare at 18. That's what I always thought the law was. But as we go into it and find out that, and I was watching and looking and reading over some of the stuff about when they came up with the laws on making slaves Americans, it all made sense. If you're here in this country, blah blah blah. During this, that you're an American. And when we sit out there and listen to everybody out there that wants to be an American, and you got all these people that don't want to be American, but they still want to live here. They still want to get government checks, government aids. I think if you don't want to be an American, you don't more get any checks. Oh, but that's blackmail. Yeah, that's right. But that's not right either. Nothing makes it right to have to pay. Being an American is to have that entrepreneurial spirit. It has that to kill it and bring it home. It's to put your foot in the ground and grow something and build something and tell people that that I own my piece of land and I am an American and I have the freedom to do what I want to do in my neighborhood and do right here. And I can, and I'm going to raise my kid to be a nice Christian child. And I'm going to be responsible and help populate the earth and do the right things in America. That's being American. I'm going to help out America. I'm going to invent computers. I'm going to invent better computers. I'm going to invent the personal computer, even for all those liberals that work with Apple and all of that. But when we look at all this and we go, America built the world. Without America, the whole world might be another 100 years behind, because the advances in America have been bop, 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 bop. Hell, y'all, it wasn't too long ago that when you picked up a telephone, invented by an American, when you picked up a telephone, it had to be hooked to the wall. And beginning in September, the copper wire that goes to all the houses through all the lines and all that, AT&T has said, we ain't using them no more. They're gone away. Now, the next question to you is this. Cities get checks, utility checks, for the lines that run into your house. And they're going to quit using those lines. Does that mean the city won't get that check anymore? Or will they just tax the air? It's like that old Merle Haggard said, they hate our country, but love that milk and honey. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And they also like the whiskey. And speaking of America's first tax, whiskey. But as you sit here in America and think of all the things that you have, you've got some things that you don't like. You don't like mowing the grass, but you're real proud of your yard when it's all cut and you're looking at it and you say, and when you pay somebody to do it and they don't get the lines right, you go, oh, that ain't right. They said those lines won't say, but they're there when you first get through, and you groom that yard to grow a certain way, and that's the way you should groom your children. You should groom your children to make you proud as they go out there to the streets. I don't know. Maybe Mr. Hobbs is all proud of his kids because all three have gone out and been murderers. I don't know. But I think Mr. Hobbs and Mrs. Hobbs, or whoever they are, who raised that family of murderers that went out and on a killing spree a few weeks ago, I think that they need to be put on trial with their people. I think that when you can't raise your kids to be good American citizens, that you should be put on trial with your kids. Now, there are exceptions. But if you're not doing anything to help the situation when they're young, it's just like yesterday. They saw where that guy that had just killed the 2-year-old who was lying in the crib allegedly, just walked in and killed the kid and killed the 2 women. Okay, those people, there's people there involved in that one that were involved in stuff 10 years ago, and they're only like 22 now, or 24, or something like that. What the hell? Your 12-year-old's been running around, 14-year-olds, they're running around in Jackson with guns on their hips. And John Horn makes a statement. I guess if you make a statement on videotape and release it, that's because you know you're in a safe place. I don't want to get out there. Somebody might shoot me. Somebody might hit me with a bullet here in Jackson, Mississippi. Here in the capital city where I'm running things and it's going to be safe, and I brought in a police chief to make it safer. See, that's the whole thing. When you bring in somebody to make it safer, that's why you always hear things like, we're going to call up the National Guard. The National Guard come in and make it safer. You know, if you brought the National Guard into Jackson, you know, you can make it safe as Washington, D.C. is now, which, of course, some of those Mississippi National Guardsmen went up there to help. They're pretty good at that stuff. And the thing about National Guardsmen and servicemen is they defend America. At least we know that they want to be an American and defend America. They defend a value that we have grown up and enjoyed for the 250 years that we have existed. They defended a value against England that we're going to run things. We got this. And then, you know, and against a country that's been around forever and whooped everybody's butt in wars, we whooped their butt. And we became America. Came the USA. And then all people and all threats since then we have handled because we have a great military. We have all these things that Democrats and people like Benny Thompson want to tear down. You never see Benny Thompson saying USA. You never see Benny Thompson out saying, I'd like to be polite and thank all the people that are in the military service. You don't see him at events. He stays so far away from military talk. Yet he, I'm sure when he goes out walking around, especially while he was on that illegal committee that was investigating J6, which also include Michael Guest, that they had security. They had people there to protect them because, one, they were in Washington, and two, they were on the wrong side of the law. Any way you look at it, they were on the wrong side of the law because January 6th was a hoax. Yeah, we saw it on TV, but it was put on by the Democratic Party. You know, it's just like the Southern Poverty Law Center doesn't have anybody to fight with. So what do? They go hire the KKK to exist. I mean, you know, there are certain things in America that just scare you. And, you know, it's like, for instance, you know, you never want to hear the word Hitler. You never want to hear KKK. You never, all the bad all the bad actors, you say all their things to scare people. The Russians, that used to be the big thing. I don't even think we see, I've been going through all the Rocky movies and all the things that used to be USA versus Russia everywhere. A lot of that, since the Ukraine stuff and all that has happened, a lot of that stuff seems to be moved off the TV, you know, and all the 007 movies and all that. It seems like they've hidden those movies from us and put other movies up. And then I saw where the number one movie in America is The Godfather. That's the most American movie out there. Hey, it is. It is the truth. It is where immigrants came to America and built a life, you know, and hook and crook to get there. But once they got there, then they tried to change their lives and change the way they were. I mean, that's an American way. You could say in some case, you got to claw, you got to fight to get somewhere in your life. I don't mean you need to go out and be a gang. Let me clear that up real quick. But, you know, the American way of life is to get out and take care of your own, which is what the mafia did. They took care of their own. You know, they didn't go out and shoot innocent people. They, you know, and they had their own brand of justice inside their system and said, okay, when you mess up, and, you know, and if you look at the old West, you know, when people used to mess up, they just, you know, they would have lynchings and stuff like that in the old West, not just everywhere else. When everybody says the word lynching, the first thing that goes through your mind is they're going to do that in Mississippi. They're going to do that. No, that was a way of life back then to keep the bad element from getting bad. Now when the bad element does something wrong, they can plead guilty, like Jody Owens. We plead guilty. I was the mastermind, and I was running around telling everybody I was the mastermind, but I'm going to plead guilty. I'm going to get less than 5 years. I'm fixing to roll on Chokeway, and they're going to get a little bit more time, but not much. Oh, I can keep my money. I just got to pay a fine. Okay. Isn't America great? Meanwhile, while he's been in office, has he been making deals with people over the years? Does he have immunity on any deals he may have made? How many people were up for murder or this, that, and the other, and you could make a deal? If the guy's for sale and a drunkard, which he admitted to, why wouldn't you be selling influence? Why? I mean, that seems like that's an easy thing because he was involved in it already on a convention center hotel. What makes you think everything else didn't happen? These all alleged thoughts here, but when you're a crime, when you're a mobster, that's what goes on. And when you look at it and you go, he was an elected official doing things. And we keep looking back at things and we say, okay, well, this guy got off for murder. That guy got off for murder. That guy got convicted of murder, but he was out in 3. Or every time you turn around, everybody that's murderers and this, that, and the other, once you go to jail, it's easy to break out of jail. I mean, every week we got people running the streets that they're out looking for that have escaped from jail. Y'all tell me. And somebody just put up drug dealers and prostitutes. Drug dealers and prostitutes are the smallest part of their crime. And right now, if you arrest a prostitute, you're just going to say they were a human trafficking victim and give them some more money and send them back out on the street. We'll be back. You're just going to say they were a human trafficking victim WYAB and give them some more money and send them back out on the street. We'll be back with more right here.
1039 WYAB.
Gather your friends and join the party. It's a holiday weekend, 4th of July, America 250 this weekend at Beethoven's on the Reservoir. Also, Acme Pizza. So come on out Friday night for Dr. Czar, Amazing Funk Monster. Coming your way Saturday night, it's Keys versus Strings. Also, a late night appearance from Emergency 9. Mike Mott will be doing karaoke inside, so check that out. Sunday, don't you miss the 4th of July Barbecue Buffet Bash, which it'll be barbecue. And it'll also have catfish on it. So come on out and enjoy the barbecue. And Chris Davis playing music. On the deck Sunday, don't you dare miss Sound Check the Band. And coming up in July, Snaz, Misfit Youth, Larry Brewer, Crow. The party happens one place. It's Beethoven's Boardwalk, Acme Pizza on the Reservoir, 135 Madison Landing Circle, Ridgeland, Mississippi. Come see us.
Looking for adventure, amazing food, and a little relaxation all in one place? You'll find it at Cypress Point Resort in Brandon. Load up the family and experience a real drive-through safari, petting zoo, and thrilling guided Jeep tours. Then slow it down with mouth-watering steaks at the steakhouse, or grab drinks and live music at the tavern. Planning a wedding or reunion? Cypress Point Resort has beautiful venues and cozy lodging. Ready for your big day or just a weekend escape? It's everything you love about the outdoors with a touch of luxury. Cypress Point Resort. Wild fun right around the corner.
At Sunkissed Tan and Wellness on Highway 49 in Flora, we specialize in providing exclusive tanning services and premium beauty products tailored for women. Our mission at Sunkissed is to enhance your natural beauty, offer expert advice, and create a personalized experience. At Sunkissed Tan and Wellness, step into our oasis and let us illuminate your beauty. Ask about our membership program. Find us on Facebook at Sunkissed Tan and Wellness or online at sunkissedtanandwellness.org.
It's all systems go this month at Mazda of Jackson. With rates as low as 0% with approved credit, come test drive the all-new, fully redesigned 2026 Mazda CX-5. More room for you and your cargo makes the third-generation CX-5 the best yet. Mazda's best-selling SUV also comes with 1-year maintenance included on your new vehicle purchase. And Mazda of Jackson still specializes in certified pre-owned vehicles with hassle-free trade-in options available. Shop online at MazdaofJackson.com or visit Mazda of Jackson, I-55 Frontage Road.
A
Attention citizens, the call is going out across all of 103.9 WYAB. Each Tuesday from 9 to 10 a.m., General Bob's Swap Shop summons all able-bodied listeners to buy, sell, and trade. Sign up by calling the phone line and joining the campaign where your stuff becomes the hero of the hour. No shillings, no coins, no enlistment fees of any kind to peddle your personal items. Report for duty each Tuesday at 9 a.m. right here on 103.9 WYAB. General Bob needs you and your stuff.
Remember when Saturday meant tackling 3 projects before lunch? Now you need a nap after buying the lumber. It doesn't happen all at once. Energy slips away a little at a time. Focus does too. The team at Live Better Men's Health and Wellness helps men get answers to low testosterone, fatigue, weight gain, and more. Because getting older is mandatory. Feeling old is optional. Learn more at livebettermen.com. That's livebettermen.com.
Need to ship something fast? Print something now? Or wrap the perfect gift? Head to the Mailroom Gluckstadt, your one-stop shop for all major shipping carriers. We pack and ship with care, offer private mailbox rentals, copy services, create and print banners, print your photos, lamination, binding, and secure document shredding. We always have a notary available, and we do gift wrapping too. Head to the Mailroom Gluckstadt across from Callaway's or online at mailroomgluckstadt.com. Stop in today and get it all done in one place.
What are people saying about Tom's Fried Pies in Richland?
Tom's Fried Pies. And I made the mistake. I ordered one pie. I figured, you know what? I'll try Tex-Mex. It was so good. Man, second go round, I ate the pecan pie. You will need a meat pie and a dessert one. Get both because they are off the hook.
I went to Tom's Fried Pies today, and I'm going back. I tried the taco one, really good. When I go back, I'll bring some home.
Tom'sFriedPies.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show.
It is the Chip Matthews Show, heard around the world and in your neighborhood and in your neck of the woods and all over the place right here on WYAB and all over the internets and the interwebs and this, that, and the other, and even in Elon Musk's house. Yeah. And we're heard everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. Oh, geez. You know, it's sad when you sit here and you go, okay, let me look on the TV news website and let's see what's going on in America and going on in our area. And all you do is you pull it up and it's the same news every day. I mean, you know, homicide here, homicide there. The mayor's going to speak and he's going to hold a news conference after murders of 2 women and a 2-year-old. You know, you look at that and you go, dangerous heat holds through the holiday weekend. Oh, yeah, it's July in Mississippi. It's going to be hot. It's always is. Then Jackson firefighters on high alert for extreme heat turning deadly. They'll be out picking up bodies that if you don't get out and drink some water, get out and hydrate, y'all. That makes it all better. Now, I know that your problem if you're living in Jackson is you can't afford the water or you can't find the water. You know, that's pretty bad. But there'll be people, there'll be NGOs that got money from the state that'll be out handing out bottled water everywhere because the taxpayers are paying for that water, whether they pay for it out of the ground and through their bill or whether they're handing it out at these different places because they're going to be handing it out. They have water. That's one thing that they've done. They've trapped us in here in America to where they control the water, and that's what they're after. They control the water. They control you. Mm-hmm. I know that's another story for another day, and there'll be another day tomorrow. I'll be here. We'll talk about everything. America 250. That's what it's all about, y'all. It's 4th of July weekend. I'm going to be actually filling in for Clay tomorrow too, so I'll be doing my show plus Clay's show. So y'all get 3 hours of me tomorrow. So y'all get ready. We're going to talk about it all. And I may even have some good All-American veterans in here with me and this, that, and the other. I hope so. That's the plan. That's the plan. But no matter what, we got plenty to talk about in Mississippi because it's always going to be hot. We can always talk about the weather. We can always talk about the murders because they happen every day, every night. High police presence here, high police presence there. Y'all get out there and be safe this holiday season. Drink some water. Do not lock your kids in the car. Make sure you keep up with it. Don't let somebody come in and kill your 2-year-old this weekend. Watch your kids. Be aware of who's coming in your house and where they are. If they come in your house, shoot back. Yeah, I'm going to say that. Back with more. Clay Edwards is next right here on WYAB.